welcome to this week's Tuesday 2x2. I'm Karen Walker. I'm an executive coach and consultant, and each week I record a 2-minute video to help explain a concept I think will be of use. This week is the Last Dance edition, based very much inspired by the videos I've been watching the last several weeks on the mid-90s Chicago Bulls. And I know you've been watching too, because I'm hearing lots of comments from people about it. So briefly, a 2x2 is just looking at two concepts that when juxtaposed yield 4 different quadrants that we can talk about. It's a pretty simple but effective framework. Often, but not always, the upper right-hand quadrant is the place that you want to be. So this week, on the horizontal axis, we'll look at whether you have individual talent in your system, or you have a lot of talent, team talent in your system. And then on the vertical axis, we'll look at whether or not your system is optimized for teams, or is it optimized for an individual? So let's get to it. In the bottom left-hand quadrant, I call this the no trophy space. So this is where you have an individual talent and you have a system that is optimized for an individual. And so what you see here is individual who can rack up a lot of personal accolades, but not do much for the team and the system itself. In the upper left, I call this the kill off the leader space. There's actually a psychological concept where teams will not kill off the leader, but will often force an individual out who is highly talented when you have a system that is geared for a team. And so this one individual sort of stands out, and the team will force them out, with a lot of frustration for both the individual and the team in this space. Now on the bottom right-hand quadrant, this is a space where you have a system that is optimized for an individual, but you have a lot of team talent. And what happens here is the individual talent is not being used. They're not able to work at their potential because the system's only optimized for an individual. And so your high performers will leave, right? They have a choice about where they want to work, and they will choose places other than a system that is optimized for an individual. Now the upper right-hand box, which as I said is the place you want to be this week, that is a place where your system is optimized for a team and you have a lot of team talent. So I call this the three-peat box. So this is the system that has a lot of capability, uses that capability, is able to have actually a high-performance team, and once that high-performance team gets rolling, well, you end up with a three-peat. So thanks so much for listening this week. If you want more information about this 2x2 or others, please go to my website, www.karenwalker.us. You can sign up for my newsletter there, or of course just follow me on any social media site, Karen Walker US. I would love to hear how this applies to you and to your teams in your own life. Just leave comments in the comment box below. Thanks so much, and see you next week.